What's up, guys? This is Josh Kenyon checking in again with another training video. This time a little different than the previous video that I filmed. Not as high quality as the previous videos. You can tell here with the camera angle here with me just setting up my iPhone to record me. But I figured, hey, why not get some more footage out there? I know some of you guys like to watch the training footage and see what I'm doing. And unfortunately, this is yet another back and hamstring session, so I'm gonna have to film some of the other sessions that I do so you guys can see what else, what the rest of my workouts look like. But anyways, this is a different gym than from the previous video. This is the normal gym I've actually been training at for this back and hamstring session. So I was kind of out of my element in the other video actually. But yeah, so anyways, that first set there, I started out here with the single arm pull downs, single arm lat pull downs, and the first set there I was doing some pauses at the bottom of the contracted portion. And typically I start out on these with a top set in the 6 to 10 rep range, pausing at the bottom. And then you can see here, this is the second working set. I actually do 3 working sets here. So the first set is a heavier set, like I said, in the 6 to 10 rep range, pause at the bottom. And then I do 2 back off sets, which are unpaused, and I usually stick to around that 12 to 15 rep range for them. I think this set I actually ended up doing 1 less rep on my right side than on my left side. I think I miscounted there. My left side is like my weaker side, so I try to start with it when I do these. But yeah, I try to kind of lean back a bit on these and try not to have much movement in my torso, and really just try to focus on driving the elbows down when I do these. And they went pretty well today. So yeah, you usually do like 2. I'll do like 2 warm-up sets for these, and then I'll go ahead and go into the working sets there. But it went pretty well today. Can't really complain about them. But yeah, so I ended up filming 2 of the sets there, and then after that go into the barbell RDLs, which right now I've just been doing 1 working set on them. So like in the previous video, if you guys watched it, I was actually doing 2 working sets for a while. I was doing that 1 top set, 1 back off. But since I've been getting decently strong at these, my coach AJ decided it would be best to just go with 1 working set. And here I hit 5 plates for I think 5 reps, which it was pretty controlled 5 reps. And so yeah, I'm trying to build back up on these. I worked up actually some weeks back to 5.5 plates to 545 for like my all-time best. And then shortly after that I did a deload or a devolume week where I dropped the volume on all my movements and some of the intensity too. So I'm trying to work my way back up and rebuild my form on them. And then here's the barbell rows, which I did next, and here's the top set there. I typically do 1 top set, 1 back off. I did a top set with 315, trying to be as controlled as I can be there. Then I backed off with 275 here, as you can see, and it was moving pretty good. And yeah, I try to kind of put myself in a similar position to the RDL, and trying to be overall stable as I can be, but I am allowing some body movement, some torso movement there, not being completely strict. But yeah, these went pretty well. I ended up hitting I think 13 here. I did 1 more rep. But yeah, I've been doing the barbell rows again. I really have been enjoying them. And I'm trying to get as strong as I can on them. And then here next I have got the lat pull downs again, like a wider grip variation here. And so I'm doing 1 top set, 1 back off. I do 1 top set of 6 6 to 10 rep range, and then one back off in that 10 to 12. And yeah, these are just how I like to do these. Really connect with my back well. So yeah, I do allow some torso movement there, but I'm still getting great connection there, as you can see, really driving the elbows down. And I do like these the mag grip handles here, which is the one I'm using. Just feels really good. Don't have to think too much about the hands. Can think more about just driving the elbows down. But yeah, it felt pretty good here. Yeah, you can see with the shirt I'm repping the Be Epic jersey, which is AJ Morris's clothing brand. Be Epic. It's pretty sick. You guys should check it out. And here, went into the seated hamstring curls. Went pretty well here. This is the top set here, and these I am trying to pause in the contracted portion at the bottom. And yeah, went pretty good. This is the stack, actually over the stack here. So definitely, I'm really trying to bring my hamstrings up this year, and that's really been a focal point of mine. And since I started working with AJ Morris, my coach, for me, I really consider that one of my biggest weaknesses in my physique was just my hamstrings and glutes, really. And so I've really been trying to bring them up. So like this back and hamstring session has been really crucial. It's really been playing a big role in just helping me become my best. And yeah, you can really see that here. So I want to say, yeah, this is the back offset here. Just really trying to make sure my hips are as far back in the seat as they can be. Trying to just put myself in a stable position on these. And yeah, man, those pauses at the bottom are pretty tough. I really could have paused a bit better here on some of these, as you can see. This is not the best executed set of hamstring curls I've done. So, but that's what I did today. There's some sessions where execution will be a bit better than other sessions. There's some sessions where I might get a little too carried away with focusing more on the reps and beating reps versus actually keeping my execution consistent. So it's always, you're always trying to, address areas of improvement. But anyways, so here's bicep curls. Now, typically for these, I do at the end of the session, but just on this day, I wasn't able to do the lying hamstring curls next after the seated, so I just opted to go ahead and do these. And so I typically have been doing 3 sets on this day, 3 working sets, I should say. And I'll do one set in the 15 rep range, 2 sets in the 8 to 10 rep range. And yeah, just 3 working sets here, but trying to just really get solid range of motion here and really connect with the biceps. And for me, the preacher curl is just a great movement for that. I can be really just controlled and can put myself in a stable position and just really get the most out of the biceps here. So yeah, it's burning a little bit. And next up, I was able to do the lying hamstring curls. And then typically it's following the same fashion as with the seated hamstring curls, doing 1 top set in that 6 to 10 rep range with a pause at the contracted portion, and then a back off from 12 to 15. And fortunately, you guys get to see probably one of the, the worst some of the worst looking working sets I've done in recent times on the lying hamstring curls. Honestly, the pauses look horrible here. So yeah, of course, the day that I would film this session for you guys would be the day where I just do these trash pauses. But I felt like my positioning in the seat was a bit off. I felt like my positioning was a bit off, so I wasn't able to really put myself in the most stable position. I feel like that's a big key with the seated and light hamstring curl movements, is just making sure you position yourself in the seat to where you're just as stable as you can be. Ideally, you don't want your hips to be moving too much. I try to, put myself in a stable position to where the hamstrings are doing all the work, and I can take them to that failure point. Putting yourself in a stable position is key to do that. And here, I just felt like during these sets I was a little off, and I just felt like it could have been a little better, and I probably could have gotten a little more out of some of these reps here, and could have made them look a little better. So yeah, but that's the way it was today. So yep. And here, the last movement is glute drive, and typically for this movement right now, I've just been doing one working set, and I'll try to stick in that 15 to 20 rep range, actually higher rep range, and just really get good contractions. And try not to bring my hips too low on these. I try to really just focus on keeping the tension on the glutes. I don't want to use too much of my quads with this movement. But I feel like this has really helped me bring my glutes up a lot. And really just, it made a big difference. But that's really all I did this session, guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, just let me know. I appreciate all the support, guys, and I'll be checking in with you guys again soon.